Taegen, welcome to the cave. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, thank you for having me on.
Exciting times. Whoever listens to this interview, listened, view. We can see you. Season 2 is finally back. Disney Plus, Mighty Ducks, Game Changers. How excited are you? We've been waiting a while for season 2 to come out.
I am currently on like extreme excitement at the moment because we just had the premiere yesterday, the screening. So I'm currently in Anaheim with all of the cast and reuniting with everyone. So right now I'm like at an all-time like just excitement high, and it's
Yeah.
so much fun.
I saw the pictures online with the premiere. How was that? Tell us what was going through your head with all that?
I I mean, it felt like it was like my birthday or something because being like I haven't seen most of the kids since I've seen a few of them recently, but for the rest of everyone, I haven't seen them since the end of filming in early June. So it's been a few months since I've seen them, and I think being able to reunite with everyone and reuniting, celebrating this season and all our hard work on it is so special because I mean, we didn't get a season 1 premiere because of all the COVID craziness, so just having this was it was so special to me.
That's awesome. We're gonna dive more into it in a little bit, but I was doing some research on it. I want to get to know a little bit more about you now. Like,
Yeah.
what made you get into the acting? I saw you started off with like little modeling, commercials, but what made you like this is what I want to go do? This is what I'm going to focus on.
I mean, well, I gotta give credit to my brothers for this because they kind of got me started in this. I was super young when this all kind of started. My brothers are the ones that saw like some audition for some ad, like
Okay.
some like local audition, and we were like, oh, we'll go give it a try. And I was very shy growing up, so I was very quiet, and that was definitely I was kind of like, whoa, what's going on here? This is I don't know about this, but I think I continued with it, and I have grown more out of my shell being in the business and meeting all these people and being on camera. And I think the moment that I was kind of like, I really enjoy this and I'm set on this is I booked my first role in a film on I Can Only Imagine. And
Mm.
it was such a great experience for me. It was genuinely, I was working with some of the sweetest people ever, and just having that welcoming experience and that warm experience that I have and those memories from that, I think I continued on with so much love for acting because of that amazing first experience in this
Mm.
industry.
Now, is there anybody like you look up to into the acting world? Like, try to like favorite actor that you watch their movies just to make your craft better?
I mean, I think that I really enjoy Saoirse Ronan and Greta Gerwig. I think they're both incredible, and it's like I really enjoy their work, and I would love to work with them. So I guess I would say that they're my favorite actresses. It's like I just really love their work, and I think they're both incredible. So I guess that's kind of the same thing.
Mm. What's Taegan Burns binging these days? Favorite TV show or movie that you
Oh,
nonstop
okay.
lately?
I feel like I just watched a show. I just watched the show The Wilds. I think that's what it's
Okay.
called. I watched the show a few weeks ago, and I knew that it was gonna get canceled, and I was like, I knew that it gets canceled, and so there wasn't gonna be another season. So I was like, do I want to watch this because everyone was so heartbroken that it got canceled? But I was like, everyone says it's really good, so I think it's gonna be worth the heartbreak. And I loved the show so much, and I was indeed heartbroken that there wasn't another season, but it was worth it because it was really good.
Let's see. So let's do you have before we jump into the ducks now, all you've done like the comedy roles, the drama roles, like is there like a certain role that you a dream role that you kind of want to play someday?
Ooh, I think for me, I really love the more drama genre. I think like like I feel like my ideal role to play would be like I say coming of age, but what I mean is kind of like a teenage movie of like just teenage growing up and like
Okay.
kind of like a dramatic that way. Like for example, I read the book Turtles All the Way Down, and that's kind of a coming of age, and they're making that into a movie. Or like Dead Poet Society, that's kind of a coming of age movie. Or um, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Like those are all coming of age movies, and they're all dramas, and I really like that kind of specific genre in that. So I that would be my dream role because I love watching them, and I think they always kind of leave you with this like just like all these new ideas of like just I'm trying to think of the word, but like just I'm trying to think of how to describe it, but they just leave you like, wow, that was so incredible. And I feel like I
Mhm.
view it's just those are great.
You went old school with Dead Poet Society. I love that movie.
I That's my favorite movie of all time. Favorite movie. I read the book first, and it was actually recommended to the movie by a director I worked with, Jason Ensler, and he gave me like a list of movies and old movies to watch, and I was going through it, and I was like, oh, I'll read the book first or whatever, and I read it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like incredible, and then I watched the movie and I just sobbed throughout the entire thing. Well, mainly the ending, but I sobbed throughout. It was such an incredible movie. It was that was kind of a movie that leaves you like, wow, that was just it's like a new
Right.
outlook on I guess life. I guess
And
that's like
Robin Williams is just amazing in it.
he's incredible. I Oh my goodness.
Who would have thought, right? Like a comedian that can
Yeah,
that's I
it's
love it when people can pull off things like that.
I that see that kind of actors and actresses that are able to have those complete different range is inspirational to me as an actress because I want to be able to have those completely different ranges. So I think that's something that's super important to me as an actress is being able to have that ability, if that makes sense.
So Ducks season 2. Let's jump right into that. Before we get more about it, like I want to know, like, so you play Maya Kasper. How were your now approach for this role? I know you grew up in Canada. How are your ice skating skills before you got
I
the role?
I did not grow up in Canada. It says
You
that on
did it.
Google. It says that on Google. I don't know
Okay.
how to change it, but it says that I did not grow up in Canada.
Really? I saw other
Yeah.
they mentioned in a couple other interviews that when I was doing the research last night.
Yeah, everyone says that, and I'm kind of like, no, I didn't. I grew up in Florida, so it's like, so the hockey skills, like the whole, I feel like the hockey skills range from growing up in Canada to growing up in Florida.
Right.
So, but the hockey skills, I had no hockey experience at all. I'd ice skated at like birthday parties in
Okay.
Florida, and but I never played hockey before. I never really thought that I would play hockey. But I feel like I mean we have like the preparation before the first season and the second season we have like a 2 week hockey kind of boot camp where we have like 2 weeks of straight like there was one day, I mean, we can range from 1 hours to maybe 2 hours to 4 hours of training every day with these coaches, and it's hard work, but it's I always have fun with it, and it definitely helps prepare me for the role in the stunts that I do. So grateful for it.
There you go. So what are you hoping for? Like first episode of a second season premiered yesterday on Disney Plus. What are you hoping for the returning fans that love the Ducks? You know, you've had diehard Duck fans out there. What are you
Yeah.
hoping for they get out of season 2?
I'm hoping they love it as much as they did season one. I mean, we all put a lot of hard work into the season, and I hope that we can still um, have that tribute to season or the original movies. And I hope that for those diehard Duck fans out there, I hope that they can feel the love in this show for the original movies, and we kind of bring that love of the characters and the storyline and the theme and just that we transfer that and they can feel that nostalgia when watching it, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So in season 1, we see your character. She's like part of like the cool group, but at the same time, she kind of feels like she doesn't belong with them. How much do you think she's changed now between season 1 and season 2?
I think that Maya has had a lot of growth, and I think that in season one she was struggling with a lot of confidence and just not sure where she belonged in friendships and just I think in herself. And she finds that group of friends, the Ducks, and I think that she starts to feel more comfortable. And in the second season, we really get to see her just be her true self, and she's not really worried about her friendships anymore because I mean she has that set group of friends and that solid group of friends, and she can just now enjoy the summer with her friends. And it's a lot of growth and a lot of just self confidence that she grows a lot.
What do you love about her? If there's, is there anything you would change about her if you could?
Anything I would change? I love playing Maya. I feel so lucky to play her. I think that I don't know if there's anything I would change about it. I think that I love how in season one, uh, she was kind of had these little not mean comments, but I love how she was very forward with people, and
Yeah.
a lot of her comments were like about the vest or whatever with Lauren and Alex. I love her little comments like that, and her not sarcasm, and it wasn't her being mean. It was just she was said whatever. I love that about her, and I think this season we see her soften up a little bit. Though we see her, I mean, she's not a part of that popular group anymore, so she's
Mm,
not as mean. I think we're seeing her true self, and I love her true self as well. I think I like the sweet side of her.
yeah. Could you see a Maya spinoff?
A what?
A Maya spinoff, your own
Oh,
show.
I would love a Maya spinoff. That'd be incredible. We would get to see Maya, and we get to see her family and her boyfriends and her in uh, New York City. I mean, we get to see all of this. This would be incredible. I'd love a
Yeah.
day like a Maya storyline of just her life in the city
That's right.
and coming to California for the summer. I would love
So,
that.
so throughout the scenes and everything, like how do you separate like filming the hockey scenes and then all of a sudden now you have to do the actual acting of it?
It's a little crazy. I think that the hockey scenes, well, something that definitely helped was that it was rare that we did hockey scenes and the actual acting scenes on the same day. So I
Okay.
think going into each day, it was like a different mindset of what I was doing. So on the days that I had hockey, there was like a set amount of days that we would do for hockey filming on each week. And for on those days, I would kind of go into it like, okay, this is the stunt I'm working on. If I have any lines, this is what I need to be able to do. So I kind of had that mindset going into it. And the more physical aspect of it. But on the days that I was in my normal clothes and filming not on the rink, I just had a different mindset. I was still worried about, my lines and
Right.
physical of it, but I think hockey has a lot more physical than standing in a scene.
Yeah. Now, how do you describe like the bond and the chemistry between you and the cast members? You mentioned the kids that you haven't seen in a while, like Maxwell, Luke, DJ, just to name a few of them. Like
Yeah.
you guys have to be a pretty close group just to make this project work.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we all met. I mean, I think it's coming around, it's going to be soon 3 years. I'm pretty sure that we've all kind of been in each other's lives and we're all part of
Yeah.
each other's lives. And I love all of them, and they're all kind of like a big family to me. And I feel so lucky to know them and have kind of grown up with them a little bit. I mean, they're a big
Right.
portion of my life, and I'm lucky to I'm lucky that these are the kids that I've gotten to be with these past
Mm.
few years. I am grateful for all of them.
I know we can't talk that much about spoilers, but is there anybody from the cast that you wish you had more scenes with?
Ooh. Okay, let me think. I'll think. I feel like I have a even I would say I feel like I would love to have more scenes with Luke, who plays
Okay.
Koo. I mean, he's so funny in real life, and he's also his character is so funny, and I would love to have. I think I would love to have more scenes with him. I don't have as many scenes with him as I do the other characters, but I would love to have more scenes with him. He's amazing.
Awesome. Now, how does it feel to be part of this universe? Because, like, when people, even like the people that grew up watching the Ducks, now you're cemented in this. You mean
Yeah.
in a few years, you're probably going to be in a Comic Con signing autographs for the Ducks.
It's incredible. I'm very proud to be a part of this universe, if you could tell. It's great. I mean, I feel very lucky to be a part of the franchise and be joining
Yeah.
it. And I mean, it's kind of just never would have imagined it that I would be
Right.
a part of this. And I mean, being a part of a hockey universe was never something I had planned either. So it's definitely something I'd never imagined, but I'm so lucky and fortunate to be a part of it.
Mm.
Um,
Have you had a chance to autograph a hockey jersey yet? Has anybody brought up a hockey jersey to you to sign?
I haven't. Actually, I haven't. This jersey's signed, But that's what I thought you were saying. This jersey signed. I've gotten multiple jerseys signed, but I have not signed a jersey yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
You got to put it on the bucket list.
Yeah, I signed a Ducks mask,
Okay.
like a Ducks mask
Yeah.
yesterday. So that's something. That's pretty cool signing stuff. But
That's
yeah.
awesome. Now, what's next for you now? Any other projects you're allowed to tell us about you got coming out or working on?
I don't have any new. Well, actually, I was gonna say I'm not working on anything currently, but I have a small role in a show called Monarch, which
Okay.
their episodes are coming out every week on Fox. And I have a small role, and I play a younger version of Anna Friel, and that was probably one of my favorite roles besides this that I was able to work on. And I think next week my episode is coming out that I have a little scene in, so I'm very excited for next week. Yeah.
So, Taegen, lastly now, how can the listeners and the viewers find you on social media to keep up with you with more duck news?
Yes, I have Instagram. I'm pretty sure my Instagram is Taegen.Burns. And I have TikTok, but I do not post on it. I'm trying to post more, and I have a lot of stuff from this premiere and everything, so maybe I'll be posting more. But it's the same as my Instagram, Taegen.Burns. So go check it out.
So season 2, Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Everybody should tune in and watch it. I want to thank you for coming on today.
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.